Hey YouTube, I'm Ross Magas. This is Not Real Life, and I'm here with a slightly different kind of video than I normally do. And I do apologize, I'm a little bit sick, so if I sound kinda snotty, blah blah blah, you get the idea. But today I'm here to bring you not the explanation for the new Pokemon game's mechanic, but random complete speculation on what that could be. And credit for all these ideas, I guess, is not 100% mine. I'm going to give some of that back to the Pokemon community, who I am not a super avid member of. But with the announcement of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, I am super excited, like the most of you, I'm sure. So I just wanted to get some things in the way, I guess, ahead of time, and let you know that here are some things that brought me to this idea that I will credit to the community, because I actually do not remember who I saw saying it first. Apologies to you if you were that video or that creator, but it's your idea, but thanks for the jumping off point. And the first of these ideas is that the new Pokemon game is somehow going to revolve around the light spectrum. So I actually do want to note ahead of time, before you get to know that, like, I do realize that the Pokemon color pairings or word pairings actually usually don't designate anything besides the covered Pokemon, but I like this idea anyway. And I can see where whoever, apologies again, I don't remember your name, came up with this idea, because, you know, Scarlet is another kind of red, and Violet is actually the word in the light spectrum used for ultraviolet, for example. And the other idea that I want to give full disclosure for, that I actually did not know this until I'd seen some videos while I was looking for information about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, is that actually the Japanese logos always seem to display, I'm just going to say always seem to display a image or an emblem that indicates the new game mechanic, which if you look up Pokemon Sword and Shield, it actually does not have one, but the Pokeball could arguably be said to look like the Dynamax Pokeball. I think it's just a cool looking arena type thing, but the one for X and Y does show the symbol of the Mega Evolution, and the one for Sun and Moon does have the Z crystals in the image. So when it comes to the Japanese logo for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, this actually does have a crystal of some kind. It actually reminds me of the rupee, but it's like really shiny. And this gave me the crux of this idea. And this crystal, which I'm going to call a prism to help bring the plot along, is that what if the new game has the ability to use light filters, the same way a prism can filter light and separate it or combine the filters, or you can place a light filter on top of your camera lens. So in this way we can have a mechanic that's very similar to some of the previous games, but at the same time is different and changes up the strategy of the game. What do I mean by this? What I mean essentially is that, what if you had a filter, quote unquote, I'm tentatively calling this Poke Prisms, and you could place this on your Pikachu, for example. You know, why not use the mascot? And you can literally change the type of the Pokemon. That's what I'm thinking it is. So perhaps it's like Z crystals, there's one of each type, you can apply them to any Pokemon, or it could be more like Mega Evolution, where the effect only affects one Pokemon in the battle, whereas like Z moves, you could do them as long as they had the crystal, right? So any Pokemon had it, and Mega Evolution was limited to specific Pokemon in general. I think this would open up a lot of actually really cool Pokemon designs in general for the Game Freak to discover. So imagine if Pikachu was Ice type now, if it was Fire type now, if it was Grass type. I mean, yes, it's kind of like just sticking Eevee on every other Pokemon, and the crux of it, I guess you could say, it would be mostly like, again, to use the Mega Evolution example, Pikachu obviously being the mascot Pokemon, he might have different forms or something like that, and that would be a really cool exploration for them to do with that Pokemon, and it would be a good way to upset the balance. I'm not really a competitive player, so if it actually upsets game balance, it doesn't really bother me. But it could be limited by turns, like Dynamaxing, or is only 3 turns. So you don't have an uber strong Pokemon like in the Mega Evolution situation, where now you just had an overpowered Pokemon for the rest of the match, as long as it wasn't defeated. And I think that's a really cool idea. And this could be as far as, you know, only certain ones can do it, or every Pokemon can do it, and now it's just a skin change. So if Gyarados is originally blue, but if he's now red, you know, fire Gyarados. If he's purple, maybe that's poison type. You know, there's some room for experimentation there, and how far it can be taken is really just something I'm kind of just making up on the fly here. But on the complete opposite side of this, that could be something like even just changing the type of your moves, not changing the type of the Pokemon altogether, but the move type. So that would be similar to taking the Z route, taking the Z move route, and then just having a special filter which applies a different typing on top of your Pokemon. So do I actually think that this will be in the game? Actually, no, I don't, but it was a cool idea, and I like the idea of the Pokemon light spectrum kind of thing, where a Pokemon like probably controls the light spectrum, or the legendaries are either side of the light spectrum, even though it makes sense because it's just one thing that's being separated. But if it's unbalanced, I'm sure there'll be ways to balance it. Just think of it like putting your Pokemon in Photoshop and then just messing with the hue and changing it. Anyway, that's really the whole crux of this idea. I hope you enjoyed listening to that little bit of rambling about this speculation on what the new Pokemon mechanic could be. If you're excited and you have your own idea what the mechanic is, please let me know. I'd love to hear it down in the comments. If it's exactly like what I said, or you've seen some variation of that, that's great. Like I guess I'm, you know, tapping into the zeitgeist, or maybe I'm completely wrong and everyone's in some completely different space. But either way, like you guys, I'm excited for the new Pokemon game. Hopefully we'll get some more information on that soon, because I'm just waiting for official information at this point, and they're skipping out on it, and they're not really releasing that much at this time. So I don't know anything about any leaks or anything like that, so feel free to enlighten me on those. And if you really like this video, just let me know. Hit that like, you know, everyone knows what to do. You know what to do. Hit the like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you really consider, like, you think you want to support me, that's great. Thank you for thinking that. And go ahead and take a look at my Patreon down below, and we can help get these videos out for you guys in a more regular way. But that's my wild mass random guessing on what the Pokemon mechanic is going to be. Thank you for sticking here until the end, and my name is Ras Magas, and I'll see you guys in the next video.